Okay, this video is going to be a catch-up video on what's been going on and one of the reasons why I haven't been posting. I've been dealing with skin cancer. I recently hooked up with the VA and getting caught up on medical, and one of the first things they started looking into was I had a spot on my nose and on my cheek that made them a little worrisome. So over the course of the last month or so, I've been in and out of doctors' offices, and they did a biopsy where they scraped basically a hole in my nose and my cheek to see what type of skin cancer it is. And so far they said it's basal cell, which is the least problematic of all the skin cancers there is, and it's not likely that it's going to spread to other organs and all that, but they want to get to it as soon as possible to avoid that if at all possible. So this is going to be the start of my journey of all that. I'm going to show you guys the whole process in this video. I'm going to do some close-ups in the bathroom in the mirror where there's better lighting, show you what was been done and where we're at. And at the end of the video, there's going to be some more in detail pictures of post biopsy where they had cut the first biopsy out and the healing process that went through. There will be plenty of warnings for when the not so pretty me shows up, and a little more detailed explanation of what the next phase is come Friday morning at 8 o'clock when I go in for a Mohs surgery, and then immediately following go up to City of Rochester for reconstructive surgery on my nose. So that is what's going on for now. More to come on that, and I'm also going to do a catch-up video on the little bit of work in between all that I've gotten done. So we'll start filming that next. Alright, I know this is going to be scary for a lot of people here, but I know close-ups of my face are not always the best. Yes, the beard is gone, and there's a reason. I have a surgery coming up on Friday the 26th. Today is Wednesday, so I'm just getting ready for having a procedure done for skin cancer. I'm going to show you guys what's going on with it and why I haven't been posting anything. Been in and out of doctor's offices for biopsies and all kinds of other stuff. So we'll start with where it all started, which was right here on my nose. It started out with, get the light a little better here. Started out with what felt like an ingrown hair on my nose that I pulled out, and then over time another little bump would form, and it would bleed for an hour or two and go away, and another bump and another bump, and I let it go for a good 6 months or so, and finally getting to the VA and getting things checked out and some of the stuff I need medically. They saw that it was skin cancer, so they did a biopsy. You can see the white divot there where they cut out a section to do it. There's also a spot on my cheek right here that they biopsied, and when I went in afterwards from the biopsy so they can check on them and figure out what we're going to do next, there was another spot that appeared right under my nose, and doctor took that out, and I don't know if I can get the angle right here. Right here is, yeah, there we go, another spot where they had cut a nice section out of there, and they thought they had got it all, but there's a couple new lumps forming there, and another one right there. Oh, missing it again. They thought they had that all, but there's a couple new lumps there that were missed. During the biopsy, they thought they got it all, but on the follow-up, The doctor knows that there's some other spots that popped up that they missed. Another one here, and another one has recently popped up over here. So I'm pretty sure they're going to address that. But on Friday, they are going to basically do what is called a Mohs surgery, which they start scraping layer upon layer off of skin, and each layer they take off, they dissect it, cut it up in a microscope, and look for all the cancer cells. And they see what areas needed to do it. They come back and they take another layer off until they have all the cancer cells removed, and a clean border all the way around it to make sure that they got it all. But what my doctors are telling me is this is going to be pretty much open, and a lot of it actually removed and exposed to the inners of my nose. So the surgery that's going to follow Friday, I go on Friday morning to have this part of the procedure done. And when they do that, I'm supposed to go immediately up to a hospital in Rochester, N.Y, where basically they tell me the procedure is they're going to pull skin from my forehead down over the nose. There's going to be like a flap that comes down here, and they'll attach it and leave that sit for a couple weeks to allow the blood vessels to attach and adapt to what they're doing. And then a follow-up surgery a couple weeks later to finish shaping the nose and remove the part that's going to be connecting all that from here to here. So they say they can make me pretty again, so we're going to put faith in them and let them do their thing. But I figured I'd document the journey because a lot of people go through this, and it's quite frankly pretty freaking scary. You're going to have half your face removed and rearranged, literally. So I'm going to document that. Later in the video, there's going to be some close-up shots of this where they did the biopsy. So I'll put a warning up, so you don't want to see stuff like that. You can skip that or stop playing the video then, but there'll be plenty of warning to move away. And we're going to document the procedure. I'm going to see if a friend of mine is going to come stay with me for a couple days after the surgery, and I think there's going to be a visiting nurse that's going to come to change the bandages and stuff. So, yeah, we're going to document it all, and hopefully we can point things out to people and get them to get theirs taken care of long before it gets to the point mine has. So, anyway, more to come.